Hello everyone, welcome to today's class, and our title today is Londoners Accused of Rudeness. Let's look at language focus. 1번. We sort of knew that it wasn't good to overshare or drag out a conversation, but we didn't mind too much if other people did it. Oops, I kind of highlighted the wrong word there. Much. If. Alright. So I have highlighted didn't mind if here, but we're going to concentrate on don't mind if. Alright, so we use don't mind if to express that something is okay or acceptable. So, don't mind if 무언가가 괜찮거나 허용 가능하다는 것을 표현할 때 사용하는 문장 구조입니다. 이 표현은 보통 상대방에게 자신의 행동이나 결정에 대해 정중하게 동의를 구하거나 어떤 상황을 받아들일 수 있다는 뜻을 전달할 때 사용됩니다. So, if we look at an example, in most Western countries, people don't mind if you keep your shoes on inside the house. So, 대부분의 서양 국가에서는 집 안에서 신발을 신고 있어도 사람들이 신경 쓰지 않습니다. Or, I don't mind if you cuss. Cuss is another word for swear, 욕하다. But please don't do it in front of the kids. So, 욕을 해도 상관없지만 아이들 앞에서는 하지 마세요. So, don't mind if. Okay. Now let's look at 2번 now. 2번. Nobody was oversharing or dragging out the conversation, although sometimes I wished they would. Okay, wish somebody would is what we'll concentrate on next. So use wish somebody would to express that you would like somebody to do something that they are not doing. So wish somebody would는 누군가가 현재 하고 있지 않은 어떤 일을 하기를 바란다는 뜻을 표현할 때 사용하는 문법 구조입니다. 이 표현은 보통 상대방의 행동에 대한 불만이나 아쉬움을 나타낼 때 사용됩니다. So, example. My little sister never calls me, although I wish she would. 내 여동생은 절대 나에게 전화하지 않지만 그녀가 전화했으면 좋겠어요. Or, I wish somebody would tell Ray that his jokes aren't funny. So, 누군가 레이에게 그의 농담이 재미없다고 말해줬으면 좋겠어요. So, wish somebody would. Alright, now let's look at the language focus quiz. 1번. Most people don't mind if you, but it's better to ask first. So remember, let's go back. Don't mind if to express something that is okay or acceptable. 무언가가 괜찮거나 허용 가능하다는 것을 표현할 때 사용하는 문장 구조입니다. 이 표현은 보통 상대방에게 자신의 행동이나 결정에 대해 정중하게 동의를 구하거나 어떤 상황을 받아들일 수 있다는 뜻을 전달할 때 사용됩니다. So, let's see. Most people don't mind if you, let's say, smoke near them, but it's better to ask first. So, 대부분의 사람들은 옆에서 담배를 피워도 신경 쓰지 않지만 먼저 물어보는 것이 좋습니다. 2번. I don't mind if, but it might make some other people angry. Alright, how about I don't mind if you swear around me, but it might make some other people angry. 저는 제 주변에서 욕을 해도 신경 쓰지 않지만 다른 사람들에게는 화를 낼 수도 있어요. Okay, 3번. Never, although I wish they would. Okay, so remember, use wish somebody would to express that you would like somebody to do something that they are not doing. So, if we scroll back up here, use don't mind to express your to that something is okay or acceptable. So, don't mind if는 무언가가 괜찮거나 허용 가능하다는 것을 표현할 때 사용하는 문장 구조입니다. So, if we go back down, 3번. Let's say they never, let's say, give us a pay rise, although I wish they would. Let's say 그 회사는 우리가 급여 인상을 받게 해주지 않나요? 비록 나는 그것을 받았으면 좋겠다고 생각하지만요. Okay, 4번. I wish somebody would tell to stop. Let's say I wish somebody would tell Bill to stop farting in the office. Okay, so 누군가 빌에게 사무실에서 방귀 뀌지 말라고 말해줬으면 좋겠어요. Alright, now let's look at the further discussion. 1번. Do you think the interaction style in your culture is closer to the one described in the Midwest, or is it more like those described in London and Japan? Give details. 당신은 당신의 문화에서 상호작용 스타일이 중서부에서 설명된 스타일에 더 가까운지 아니면 런던과 일본에서 설명된 스타일에 더 가까운지 생각하나요? 자세히 설명해 주세요. I think obviously when it comes to living in Korea for so long, that Korea and Japan share a very similar style when it comes to the interaction. I think they are very willing to help out people when they need help. However, when it comes to just going from home to work, work to home, this place to that place, they are very focused on just going to that place and not really concentrating on things around them. So they're not really conversing with the people around them. They're not really caring about the people around them. That's what I think in this situation. Like as I said, I've never really been to London, so I don't really know how they. I've always thought Londoners were quite cheerful. Like in Australia, for example, they are considered quite friendly. Most people will always smile and say hello to you. If you go into a shop, everyone is usually quite friendly and says hello and asks how your day is. Very outgoing and quite forward. But yes, I would say that living in Korea now for 13 years, and I have been to Japan a few times, that it was probably closer to Japan than it is to, let's say, the Midwest, for example. 2번. Do people in more rural areas of your country act similar to Midwesterners as described in the article? If so, give details. 당신 나라의 더 시골 지역에 사는 사람들은 기사에서 설명된 중서부 사람들과 비슷하게 행동하나요? 그렇다면 자세히 설명해 주세요. I haven't really had a lot of time to interact with the country people here in Korea. I know that I grew up in the country in Australia, and the country people in Australia are also very outgoing people. They're very friendly. They love to chat. They usually are open to discussion for most things. They're willing to help you if something's wrong. I know that where I lived, everyone in the neighborhood knew each other. They would usually be friends. There wouldn't be too much fighting amongst people. But yeah, as far as Korea goes, as I said, I've never really had too much interaction with country people. Maybe every time I go to a pension, but I think that's not really the country experience. I think that's more customer service experience. I do hear that, like, in the rural countries of Korea, they tend to be a little bit more, let's say, introverted and somewhat, let's say, they don't like they don't like city people very much. Especially a lot of city people are now retiring outside of Seoul and moving to country areas to have more peace and quiet. And I hear that a lot of country people don't like that at all. So yeah, I guess that's as far as I know anyway. All right, so that wraps it up for today's class, and I'll see you on the next class.
Midwesterner.
Midwesterner.
Overshare.
Overshare.
Drag out.
Drag out.
Stony.
Stony.
At every turn.
At every turn.
Expat.
Expat.